Hi everyone, it's Skull. What can I say? Life happens. Let's get into the review. The game we have today to review is an indie game called Enna, Dream BBQ, made by the talented Joel G. and his team. It's based on the YouTube series called Enna, made by the same Joel G. I found this game on Steam, however, and has overwhelmingly positive reviews. This game is a work of art, modern art, seen but never understood, and this game is very aware of that last part. Now, I have heard of the Enna series on YouTube and its confusion, but going into this experience I was mainly blind. That being said, I saw Vinny from Vinesauce voice one of the main characters, and me being the fanboy that I am, I had to see what the hype was about this. So let's start from the beginning. Gameplay. Kinda like if Animal Crossing, WarioWare, and a philosophy major had a chaotic baby. You're solving puzzles, talking to creatures who sound like they've been awake for 40 hours, and trying to find the boss. We are dropped into this place. No clue where it just is. Next, we proceed through a door, and by all appearances, it may look like a bed, but it's a door. Going through the door leads us to our base of operations, where our objective becomes clear.
Hope you don't mind, but could you tell me?
Where the hell is the boss?
And there he is. Or not. Oh, is that the boss? No. Maybe him? Guess not. Anyways, the real boss is on the remote island across the sea of red water. I think. I couldn't confirm this for myself. It may be a different substance. The only issue blocking our paths is a thick layer of smoke that we need to clear before we can proceed. Also, our pal, Froggy, is highly sensitive to it. Secondhand smoking is no joke, kids. Stay away. We can try talking to the receptionist who is back the way we came, see if she can turn it off. When we arrive, we see that the place is much more alive, but now is not the time for sightseeing. We have a job to do. We talk to the receptionist and find out we are too poor for her tastes.
D'ailleurs, ce n'est pas de mon ressort de donner de tels ordres. Maintenant, revenez quand vous serez plus riche.
Besides, only the genies of the doors have the authority to turn off the smoke. So it's off to the first door to find the source of the smoke and speak to the genie of the door and wish it away. What can I say? It's a pretty straightforward game. That all made sense, by the way, right? Of course it did. We arrive in a desert-like land filled with magical beings and a wizard. This guy is the key to everything, but to satisfy him, we need to satisfy others. That's right, we have more jobs to do. At this point, I lose track of what kind of job we had in the first place and start doing fetch quests for any of the people who will let me. Several quest lines later, and we are returning a witch lady who got separated from her other witch friends, looking for the fabled bathroom, by use of a crane that is shaped like a skull. Welcome to Enna. We get the necessary item and give it to the wizard, who uses it and says,
"What had to be done was done. But what hadn't been done was done too. And now that it is done, it may be done again. Done, done, done."
And beyond this, I won't spoil any more of the plot. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. So, it's a walking simulator, which is not the best genre I can acknowledge. It's not my cup of tea either. However, and I do mean however, it's a walking simulator that you never get bored with. You see, the main selling point about this game and its art style is so unique in a way that I can't describe it. The 2D animations of the characters, the 3D landscapes, the 4D surrealist language that these people seem to use, everything here is a work of art. It's bizarre in that way, but even much more comforting in that matter. The game's aesthetic is a nostalgic trip through the 90s. Visually, it's like being dropped into a corrupted CD-ROM from the early 2000s, with chunky 3D graphics, pixelated chaos, and vibrant, clashing colors that shouldn't work together, but somehow do. The soundtrack fits perfectly too. Trippy, moody, and hypnotic to a point. It's like hitting the OGRS cart one too many times and waking up in a Windows 95 screensaver. Chapter 1 is currently free on Steam. So, go buy it. Yes, pick up the supporter edition to support the game, even though it's currently free on Steam. Why would I recommend it? Absolutely. Especially if you're into indie games, experimental art, or just want to play something that will leave your brain gently fried and crisp and oddly satisfied. And even if you hate it, you'll remember it. And honestly, that's more than I can say for most of these games these days. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my descent into madness, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more indie game chaos, and drop a comment telling me what to review next or what your favorite moment from Enna was. Alright, time to get personal. So, stuff's been busy, I get it. And I mean, I don't have a lot of time for YouTube at the moment. But hey, once finals are done, I'll probably start cranking out some more videos. And then again, if you were able to subscribe, I thank you highly for that, and it gives me motivation to keep making more better videos instead of the crap I usually pour out. And that's it for this edition of Skull Reviews. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.